welcome back to Stasis Geek. It's adventure movie time. Now this has been quite exciting because adventure is kind of loosely based on the genres, because you can have great mystery, fantasy can all go in there. You know, you can have great crime, great action. But this has been fun to do because even the ones that didn't make my list, you know, were absolutely great movies. So, and I also realised I did something. After I did my 10 recommendations, I realised I think out of the 8 of them, there's 8 of them that have got a water theme. They've got like a ship. They've got a submarine in them. I didn't mean to do it. But I was like, apparently I like anything that's water. If it's on water, I like an adventure on water. But there's some good ones. You know, some of them are going to be like, well, that's a bit obvious. But that's movies. If they're good, they're good. So they're going on the list. Now, some of them you might not have heard of. Some of them you definitely would have. But again, the first one is a water-based one as well. And it's one maybe not a lot of people have heard of. It's Hell in the Pacific. It's kind of war, adventure, and it's got a raft. And it's about survival. It's very an intelligent movie. So go watch it. It can be slow at times, but it is very intelligent. And so I would recommend it highly. Hell in the Pacific. So yes, first on the list. Now this one has a ship at the end, kind of. Not at the end. They've got to get off the island, and there's a ship, and it all breaks. Everything breaks, I suppose. And it's Jurassic Park. I loved this movie when it first came out. I love it still. It holds up. It is great, isn't it? So Jurassic Park is going to mostly be on people's list. Again, this could go into sci-fi. It could go into family. But I've whacked it in my adventure movies. Now, this one, the next one, they have to bring, I suppose, the creature over to New York using a boat. King Kong. Now this is, I know it's a bit to modern standards, but the storyline is still there. It still holds up. And it has to be there because it's one of the first, you know, not just sci-fi, I suppose you could class this slightly in, but it's an adventure movie and it's one of the first great ones, I think. So that's it. Now the next one annoys me because this one I love this movie, but it could have been so much better if Hollywood didn't stick their nose in. And it's Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. I love this movie. Now I'm annoyed where it is set because it should be set in the War of 1812. It should be. It would have been great to see the Royal Navy against the US fleet. You know, have that battle. It would have been interesting because it would play on what is happening in Europe and the Americas at the same time, and the British on two sides. But it also would have been more interesting to have started at the start of the novels. You know, not just banging at, I think this is book 10, because there's so much more. This could be a modern day, if they did it, TV sharp. Yeah, it could be great because, not without spoiling it, one of the characters, the surgeon, he is an intelligence officer as well. He's a bit of a spy. There's a couple of lines in the movie that kind of, you know, usher it in, but it's not there. But it's a great, great movie. It's kind of go war, but I put it in adventure because it's not set where it's supposed to be set. So I moved it into adventure. Yeah, they don't teach the 1812 war. So that's what this could have, really good. But the Hollywood, you can't get the Americans being beaten. That's the reason why. So a great one. Now, again, a ship. And next one has multiple ships. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. I love this. This is great. You know, I loved the ride when I was a kid. And I love the movie. The Curse of the Black Pearl. It's a great movie. Everybody's probably seen this now. But yeah, it had to be their recommendation. It is great. Now the next one has a submarine in it. So it's loosely based on the water. It's got mostly desert, to be honest. But there is a submarine. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes. Not Indiana Jones. Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, what Disney want to call it. It's Raiders. Raiders. Yeah. raiders. You know, what else can you say? You know, it is what it is. Next one. Didn't realise, got another pirate one. Now, some people might not have heard of this one. It's the Crimson Pirate. A bit of an oldie, but it is a fun one of those in this age group, I suppose, when it's a bit of fun. You know, it is a very soft adventure movie, very, very silly how it's acted, but it's a fun one. But it's a pirate. It's got ships. What am I doing? Now, this next one is an all-time fave. I love this. Yeah. It kind of has canoes, I suppose, loosely. So I'm guessing it has water in it, you know, to go through the American back, like, central kind of all their lakes and everything. At one part, there's a waterfall. It's the last of the Mohicans. I love this. This is a great one. I have the Marvel one just there, but the book off the book, yeah, so I put it in adventure. It is kind of an adventure movie. It is, you know, loosely history based, loosely factual. It's so I was like, yeah, it can't go in there. So, and it's, you know, it's got a bit of war, but it's kind of loosely as well. So yeah, it's gone into adventure. It's great, isn't it? I do like this. This is a very adventure fun movie. So there we go. Now, the next one, I can't remember if there is any boats or ships, so this might be one of the ones that haven't got a boat or a sea one. This is The Man Who Would Be King. Oh, this is a good one. This is good. Michael Caine, Sean Connery, Christopher Plummer. It is a good one. If nobody's ever seen this, it's a bit of it's a strange movie to be made, but it's a great one. It shows how the British were thinking at the time, that they could rule anywhere, you know, and do anything they wanted if you were a British citizen. So it shows you, you know, yeah, sometimes you're a bit wrong. Yeah, and it's great. It is a great movie. So yeah, it's a loosely based adventure, but it does have great adventure moments into it. So that's it. Now the next one, and it just happened, this is on the last on my list, is probably going to be on, if it's not in adventure, it's going to be in fantasy. It's going to be could be in action. It could be in mystery. It could be anywhere you want to put it. But it's going to be probably in anybody's 10 recommendation. Now, I can't remember if there's water on it. There is, because there is a pirate, isn't it? But you don't really see the ship, or do you? But it is The Princess Bride. Oh. Do I need to say more? Say anything about The Princess Bride, except for bloody hell, it's good. Yeah, this is a movie when you watched as a kid, and you loved it as a kid, and you're like, oh, does it still hold up? And you watch it again, you're like, still holds up. It wasn't just my, you know, my adolescent brain just going, I love it. It's got everything I want as an adventure movie, but it still holds up. It is a great one. Now this, Hollywood, do not touch. Do not make a sequel. Do not make a remake. Leave this alone. This is one of ours. One of people's who love movies. This is one of ours. Do not touch. Do not touch. Do not make a TV thing. Blah, blah, blah. But yes, The Princess Bride. It has to be on the list, doesn't it? It has to be. Yeah, so those are my recommendations for adventure. I like doing this one. This was good because I was like, kind of want to watch that now. Yeah. So yeah, we like adventure movies. I said a lot. Apparently, I like water. If it's a water, ship, adventure, give it to me. It's absolutely a must for me. Apparently, I like the high seas. Yeah, give me some pirate movies. I did actually, when I look back, I was like, yeah, I actually do have a lot of pirate movies. But there are some that didn't make the list, you know. And I'm, you know, yeah, I do have some good ones that kind of, do you put it in there like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? It would have been another water one, wouldn't it? But no, you didn't. I didn't put it on there. But go and watch that if you want. There you go, have 11. But yes, adventure, gone. There you go. So that's my adventure one. And say, have a comment, because there's going to be ones in adventure that I've missed, and I'm gonna kick myself because there are some really great adventure ones. Now, yeah, I could have put all the 3 Indiana Jones ones on there. You know, could have done that. You know, it's quite easy to do. You know, put another pirate one on there. But kind of sticking it to the first one. If there was a first, that's it. Because, you know, Raiders or Last Crusade, you change your mind. So I just went with the first. Yeah, but give us a comment, because there's going to be ones that you're like, oh, you forgot this great adventure movie. And then I might be, ooh, that's on the fantasy. That's in the sci-fi. It's in the thriller, because it can move along. Like I say, the adventure ones, there are ones that I was like, ooh, you know, it's adventure in the title, but it's not. It's a fantasy. Ooh, yeah. So there was good ones that, you know, didn't make the list. But yeah, give us a comment. Give us some movies. God, not how to comment. Give us some movies, but give us a like if you want to like. And as always, Stasis Geek out.